As suddenly as they're killed, it also just as quickly establishes how crazy these motherfucking tremors are.
They feel like, again, like you were saying that Sykes and Waters, they feel like they come from a blaxploitation movie. These guys feel like they came from a way different movie as well.
Yeah, that's true. Like almost
like a Texas Chainsaw.
Yeah, I was gonna say House of a Thousand Corpses, like something like that.
Like deranged psychos.
Yeah, exactly.
Dropped into. It's a bunch of different assassins from different movies.
Yeah,
coming together.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome back to the Black and White Cinema Podcast with Kev and Ugie. I'm Kev.
I'm not Ugie.
And once again, we find ourselves without Ugie, but we are welcoming back Maseo. Never fear, we got you covered with some good takes from my boy Mace.
Long-time caller, first-time listener.
Second time.
Yeah.
So Mace, again, you picked these movies. You gave me a list. We picked collaboratively, but Smokin Aces I wasn't going to pass up because this is one of my favorite movies of all time. When I think wild action romp, this is probably the first one that comes to mind.
Surprisingly kind of light on action.
Fair.
Yeah.
So it's near the top of the list for me.
Yeah.
But I want to know what made you put it on the list.
I watched it. I really liked how stylistic it was. I also liked Alicia Keys in it. And I am always a sucker for hot female assassins.
Yes, as anyone should be. Have not seen The Ballerina yet, but I think I need to get on that. Yeah, I think that it's, like I said, clearly one of the favorites. I think we've had this in the background of most episodes. We talked about it during the Torque episode when we were flaming Martin Henderson. Not really a spoiler. I thought he was good in this movie.
Yeah, for what little he was in it.
Yeah, it kind of made me feel bad for how much I dragged him a couple weeks ago.
I think he deserves it for Torque.
Yeah, Torque. I don't know. Like if someone was like, "Hey, you want to be the lead in a ridiculous motorcycle action movie?" I'm not going to say no.
You want to be the next Fast and the Furious, but for motorcycles?
Boy, yeah, that was a hard watch.
If it came up to you for Torque, would you say yes?
Absolutely. I'm shameless, man. I'll do anything.
You get to hang out with Ice Cube.
Yeah, I would do it just for that reason. Yeah. Honestly, if someone was like, "Hey, I'll give you a set of custom motorcycle leathers if you be in this bad movie," sign me up.
Sign me up.
That was the take we didn't talk about in Torque. All of those costuming, excellent. All the leathers were cool.
Yeah. Costuming was actually also pretty good in Smokin Aces.
Definitely. I thought visually very cool movie. And I guess we should talk about the movie itself. If you haven't seen Smokin Aces, I highly recommend it.
You could find it at your local library.
Yes, at your local library, on the high seas, or on Stars, which thankfully I renewed to watch Outlander, so I didn't have to pay for this movie. Smokin Aces, the synopsis. A lot goes on in this movie. The synopsis will not do it justice, but I will give you an idea of what the plot is supposed to be.
There's like 5 different plots going on.
At least.
Yeah. That's kind of what makes this movie so appealing, is seeing how all of these eventually coalesce.
Yeah, it's kind of like all of these different plots are set up on the edge of a whirlpool.
Yeah.
Just kind of circle until they all like cram into the middle and plug up the drain. But anyway, the plot synopsis: a Las Vegas magician and would-be crime boss, Buddy Aces Israel, agrees to testify against former partner and friend Primo Speranza of the mob in return for admittance into the witness protection program. However, before the deal can be hammered out, Speranza orders a hit on Israel, and a host of hitmen and women race to kill the snitch and kill the bounty while the FBI endeavors to keep their source of information alive. It is a 1 hour, 48-minute, heavily R-rated movie.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny. I looked, different places have different stars listed, which I think is completely valid. The official stars, like on the poster, were Jeremy Piven, Ryan Reynolds, and Ray Liotta. But I wasn't satisfied with that list, and I have to read the list of the star-studded cast.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in here.
At least the names that I recognized, or the people that I recognized from other stuff. So that is including Ben Affleck, Peter Berg, Martin Henderson from Torque, Common, Andy Garcia, Alicia Keys, Taraji P. Henson, Nestor Carbonell, Chris Pine, Kevin Durang, Tommy Flanagan, Joel Edgerton, Jason Bateman, and Matthew Fox.
Was this before Jason Bateman hit it big with Arrested Development, or was that like around this time?
I think it was around this time. Let me see when Arrested came out.
I feel like they kind of underutilized him. He's only in like 2 scenes in this movie.
So Arrested started in 2003. So this was 2007.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize Arrested Development was that old.
Yeah.
I was only familiar with it when it was on Netflix.
Okay, yeah, and I've started it a couple times and never finished it, but I listened to every single episode of Smartless.
Yeah.
So
You know what we're talking about.
I feel like there's this, totally getting off track for a second, but I feel like there's this unspoken rule of podcasting where you're not supposed to mention other podcasts, and I refuse.
Yeah.
I will talk about podcasts I love. Smartless
This
is fun.
podcast is built different.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't abide by the rules.
We're not
bad
here,
boys.
We're not here for ego. We're here for a good time.
Yeah.
And boy, was this a good time. The tagline for this movie was, "May the best hitman win." One of the better taglines that we've actually seen. I think they knew what this movie was right off the rip.
Yeah.
Released, like I said, January 26, 2007. R rating, hour 48-minute
Wait,
runtime.
this is a January movie?
Yep.
Wow. That's like, isn't that like usually a release date graveyard?
I think so. I don't remember how big this was. Like,
Yeah, that's fair. Well, I mean, with such a star-studded cast, I felt like, it would have been a little... Well, then again, I think this is before, like, a lot of them, like, really hit it big, like, especially Ryan Reynolds.
yeah. I was thinking that watching him, like how young he looked.
Yeah.
Also, like, I don't think that the shoot 'em up genre was as popular at the time as John Wick has made it now.
Oh, yeah.
So I think that maybe has something to do with it. But like with the cast alone, like I remember, like my friends and I went and saw it and loved it, and like I remember other people. I was 2007, so I was in my junior year of high school. I remember it being a thing. People loved it. People talked about it. I mean, Alicia Keys was like mightier than God at this point.
Yeah.
Common was like the cool kid.
He was the woke rapper.
Favorite. Yeah, exactly. Right. The Kendrick of my youth.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. It's weird that I feel like it's probably bigger now as a
Cult
classic
Yeah.
than it was at the time. Written and directed by Joe Carnahan, who also wrote and directed The A-Team, The Grey with Liam Neeson, the Wolf movie, and The Rip, which just came out on Netflix, which I haven't watched yet, but I've heard is very good.
I've been thinking about seeing that.
It's one of those things that every time I see something about it, I was like, oh yeah, I gotta watch that.
I'll see it like a commercial for them and be like, I should go home and watch that. Then I forget about it.
Yeah, exactly. He also wrote but did not direct Bad Boys for Life. So the guy knows how to write action, clearly.
Yeah. Action and big personalities.
Yes, yeah. And ensemble, except for The Grey is like literally one guy for most of the movie. But the budget is an estimated $17 million, and since it's US, we can actually play our guessing game that we couldn't do with Porco. So I have the opening weekend and the gross US and the gross worldwide numbers. Do you want to take a stab at how this $17 million movie did?
I'm going to guess around 18 million.
Gross or opening?
If we're talking like opening, I would say like a little under 17 million. So, but if like
14.6.
Oh,
so not a bad opening weekend, especially for a January movie, like you said.
Yeah.
A bit of a graveyard release. And then what do you think for gross?
I'm gonna guess
North
like
American and
gross
gross
18
worldwide?
million.
Gross US 35.7.
Oh, okay.
Gross worldwide 57.2. So it was pretty damn successful.
Oh, okay.
Despite the fact that I feel like I don't talk to a lot of people who have this high on their list.
Yeah, I don't know anybody that ever says, "Oh, I love Smokin Aces."
I probably talk about it more than anybody I know. It's absolute favorite of mine.
Yeah.
It is not a favorite of the critics. It is a 31% on Rotten Tomatoes and a 45 Metascore.
I can probably see why.
I understand.
Yeah.
I think people are just looking for shit to hate. Like,
Yeah.
I think this is... We'll talk about it, but I think it's a great movie.
I find it deeply attractive in a way that I cannot really say.
Yes,
you
I
know?
think even the box looks good.
Yeah.
Like the movie poster looked good. The box looks good. We get this like stylized, kind of like old Hollywood almost, like colorized.
It's very much like a cast of characters.
Yeah,
you know?
and I don't know. It's so visual.
Yeah.
It's very cool. I understand, especially like if action, violence, blood isn't your thing, then probably not the movie for you.
Yeah.
Because that's, what it's all
That
about.
hut scene was really testing me. Not the hut scene. The one where Martin Henderson like climbs back into like some cabin or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't really want to see this.
That was a lot of screen time for that.
What was the point of this?
That was by far the weirdest point, and we'll tell you all about it when we get there.
That's a scene that makes me want to fight children.
Yes, yes, 8 to 12 at a time.
Old boy style.
So our segment to kind of set up the movie. What's the symbology there? So we'll just talk about some themes and symbolism. I think the overwhelming theme that I walked away with in this is moral relativism. You think from the first act of the movie, oh, FBI are the good guys, they're going to get the bad guys, they're going to solve this case.
Yeah.
Kind of turns out that nobody's the good guy in this.
Yeah.
Maybe Messner, Ryan Reynolds' character, is maybe the only good guy. But that's kind of the biggest theme I took away.
Something I noticed was that like everyone wasn't exactly like who they say they were to everyone else.
Illusions.
Illusions, disguises. Like everyone went in with disguises. The main antagonist, the big mob, also like Aces or Israel, like they're not who they say they are.
Yeah.
Everyone is fake, in disguise, or except for I guess the neo-Nazis.
Yeah, the Tremor brothers, they're just like that.
Yeah. By the way, neo-Nazis are in this movie.
Yes. Yeah, sorry. Another anti-fascist podcast brought to you by the Black and White Cinema Podcast. But yeah, I think illusions are a big theme, and arguably symbolism too, like the playing cards.
Yeah.
Israel's playing cards that he's doing tricks with the whole time.
Yeah.
The movie itself is an illusion in the reveal, which we'll get to.
Yeah. Taking place, I guess not in Las Vegas itself.
In Nevada, yeah.
Yeah, but in Nevada, but like a place known for like deceit and lies and lying and trickery.
Yeah. I also think a theme of this is every single character in this goes in with what they think is a great plan.
Yeah.
And best laid plans, just devolve into chaos. The
only person that really makes it out is like Soot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's just because he's such a good liar. He's the best liar among them all.
Yeah. I think he's in the sequel, if I remember correctly. I think he's one of the only characters that comes
direct
back.
direct to DVD. Yeah.
Hearkening to the Dwight D. Eisenhower quote that I often butcher, but I actually looked up, so I'll get it right. Plans are useless, but planning is indispensable. Everyone thought they went in with a good plan.
Yeah.
And most of them, that plan did not save them from a violent end.
I have to say, the pussy plan was pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. Pushy?
Yeah. Pussy.
I also think the penthouse is a little bit of symbolism. This like isolated place of refuge that actually ends up becoming
like
the trap, the pressure cooker.
Yeah.
For Israel. That's all I got. Any other themes or symbolism?
I'm still trying to figure out what that cabin was.
I really don't know, man. Like we'll talk about it more when we get there, but that was, I think, like
what a fascinating segue. I would never want to go.
It could have been an hour and 30-minute movie if we just took that weird shit out. All right, we're gonna get into the recap. As always, it's silly. Spoiler warning on a 19-year-old movie, but if you haven't seen Smokin Aces, we're
Which
about
you
to
probably
spoil
haven't.
It. I think if you care about the reveal, like the big reveal of the story, then I would click away and come back. I don't know that this is something that I think everyone has to see. Like I said, if you don't like violent action movies, stick with us. Mom.
Violent, raunchy action movies as well.
Mom, I don't know that you would like this movie. I know you watch all the movies for this show, but we're going to get into it. We're going to spoil
watch the
stuff.
TV version.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Don't accidentally watch Assassin's Creed 2 or Smokin Aces 2 Assassin's Ball.
Yeah.
It is not good. But anyway, we're here to talk about Smokin Aces. We're going to spoil it. And now we're going to do that. We'll start with Act 1, which I titled The Bounty. Going off our theme last week of bounty hunters. And
to reiterate last week's episode, bounty hunters are cool.
Yes,
that's the lesson. Cool. That's the main lesson you should take from that episode.
And in this one, I would say bounty hunters are cool. There's a trio that I don't think are cool, but so we kind of get this. We get a lot of exposition very quickly.
It's a very exposition heavy movie.
I will say that like doing this competing plot, like large cast of characters thing, you kind of have to do that.
Yeah. But I think they do a good job of making the exposition interesting. You know, it's delivered by lots of good personalities.
I was gonna. I think there's like intro text explaining La Cosa Nostra, this mob, this Italian mob that is kind of on its last leg. Primo Speranza is the boss, and he's kind of the last vestige holding the whole group together. There's a possibility of infighting. He's an old man.
Yeah.
I will say, despite all of the exposition, the first thing we get is Agents Carruthers and Messner, so Ray Liotta and Ryan Reynolds characters. Their partnership with each other is established very well without any exposition.
Oh yeah.
Them in the stakeout van, you get that they're buddies. You get that they're kind of like jabbing each other.
Yeah. Chatting about like, oh, don't use deodorant, it gives you Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, you know, my mom used to use pee to like exfoliate her skin or whatever.
Yeah. I thought that was well done. Like you immediately see the camaraderie between the two.
Yeah.
And they're sitting outside Speranza's house, listening in on a wire. They have guys all over, casing the place. And we hear a couple of the sub bosses plotting against Primo, basically saying that he's putting out a hit on Israel. Buddy Aces Israel. We'll come to learn more about him shortly. And he's hired a Swede with a $1 million prize, and he wants Israel's heart. So these bosses are planning, let's us instead get to Israel first, and we'll ransom him back, and we'll take over the mob, basically.
It's probably just because of inflation, but like nowadays $1 million doesn't sound that much.
I was thinking that all of the money figures that they shout out in this movie, I'm like, I wouldn't do any of this.
Yeah. That's not going to get me very far.
Yeah.
I mean, like it will, if anyone's listening out there.
Yeah, I do a lot
will get
for
me
a
a lot. Yeah, but like in terms of like movie universe, you know.
Yeah.
That's pocket change. John Wick gets that in like an hour.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And there are some characters in this that do what they're doing for less than that as well.
Yeah. Like I'm looking at like some of the things they do in preparation for it, and I'm thinking that they probably just spent the $1 million right there doing all that work.
Yeah. So we get after the Speranza. I mean, it is a good exposition dump. They at least have two mobsters talking to each other about a plot that is an exposition dump.
Yeah.
But then we go right into another one where we get a montage about Buddy Aces Israel, the target, played by Jeremy Piven, and this intro montage about him, voiced by Ben Affleck, who plays Dupree, and he has a couple other bounty hunters with him, Pistol Pete Deeks, played by Peter Berg, and
the
Hollis
one and only
Elmore,
Martin Henderson.
playing Hollis Elmore. And these three have been hired by a former law firm who put up the multi-million-dollar bail on Israel to get out, and then he skipped bail. So these guys are the ones I was saying are doing this for $50,000. They are doing this for nothing.
Yeah.
At the time, maybe that was a lot. Right now, that's not very much.
Yeah, this is 2007, right?
Yeah.
Before like the whole like economic crisis.
Yeah, January 2007. So let's go to the good old inflation calculator. $50,000 is $80,000 today. Bail bondsman in the comments, let me know if 80,000 is a lot for one mark. Probably is.
Is it worth fighting like a whole bunch of assassins?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, best laid plans. They thought that they were going to be the first ones there and just get him out before anyone else came looking. But that did not end up being the case. Anyway, we get this whole intro of Buddy, who essentially was an illusionist, born in Vegas, grew up around the mob, doing the Frank Sinatra thing.
He's also a real piece of shit.
Total piece of shit.
Yeah.
And he decided, like, I want to be more of a mobster. Yeah. He has his couple of goons that work for him directly, and did some robberies and that kind of stuff. And so he thinks he's a mobster, and has essentially split the faction of La Cosa Nostra with Primo Speranza on one side and Buddy on the other, causing more infighting in a world that is already kind of contentious.
Full of big egos and people wanting more.
And exposition dump number 2 feeds right into exposition dump number 3. FBI Deputy Director Locke, played by Andy Garcia, explaining this Freeman Heller character.
Yeah.
This old school FBI who was the first operative to infiltrate the mob and
he pioneered like facial reconstruction.
yeah, so he was
surgery,
like
all
going to
that
pin
kind of
his
stuff.
ears and do rhinoplasty and make himself look like a different person so that he could infiltrate the mob and get close to the bosses. And he's killed by Primo Speranza, the boss of La Cosa Nostra, who's Israel's kind of patron in the mob. And at the time, 16 different agencies across the U.S. are investigating La Cosa Nostra and Israel. And the FBI have offered Israel immunity and witness protection. And he's holed up at the penthouse of a hotel on the Nevada side of Lake Tahoe.
Yeah. I was kind of, I assumed this movie took place in Las Vegas, and I've been to Vegas briefly, so I was like kind of confused on like, man, there's so many trees and mountains here.
Yeah.
This doesn't look like Vegas at all.
Yep. Good old Tahoe.
You trying to pull something on me? Get out of here. And then I learned about like Lake Tahoe exists, and like, oh, there actually is a nice part of Nevada.
Yep. It is very nice. I was just there a few months ago.
Shout out Lake Tahoe.
Yeah, Lake Tahoe is beautiful. The casinos, not so much. Kind of a sad place. But
I'm born and raised in Seattle. I'm a true son of the Cascades, so any place with like mountains and water cannot be bad.
yes.
Yes.
I did a really cool hike. Maybe if I'm feeling up to it when I'm editing, I'll put some pictures of the hike around here. And if not, I'm going to cut this. So fuck y'all, go and tell me. So after all of this 3-part exposition, we start meeting all of the contract killers, the cast of characters. And it is a good cast of characters. The first ones we meet are hired by those sub-bosses who were plotting against Speranza. And that is Georgia Sykes, played by the indomitable Alicia Keys, at her height. I don't think I caught Waters' name, played by Taraji P. Henson. Kind of up-and-coming contract killers is what's established.
They took out the Chinamen.
That's
not the proper name.
Yes. And so they're hired to go get... I don't think they're even supposed to kill Israel. I think they're supposed to kidnap him.
Like, I think they assume that, like, yeah, we're going to kill him, but we're not going to, like, cut out his heart or whatever.
Yeah.
Because they're like, we're killers, but we're not, like that.
Yeah, because, like, I forget their handler's name, the woman that's, like... the mob bosses reach out to give them the job.
Yeah, they're like handler or whatever.
Which like I also noticed she tells them that it's a 6-figure job, so they're not getting a mill.
And well, I mean, she's got to take her cut.
Right, but she negotiates the cut with them too.
Yeah.
It's like she's keeping 10% and they're each getting 45. So they're the ones hired by the sub-bosses to get Israel, either extract him or kill him. We also learn about Diego Acosta. I think it was Diego.
Yeah.
Played by Nestor Carbonell.
That's a freak.
Great actor.
Yeah.
Terrifying character. He's a mercenary, fluent in 12 languages, has been a contractor for the CIA, known for torture.
Yeah. Funny thing, well, I guess not funny thing, but I believe that it was found out that torture does not work in getting information out of people.
Yeah.
So, like, that guy's basically a fraud.
Yep. But he is also a certified badass. He was caught by the SAS in Northern Ireland and chewed his fingertips off to the bone so that he couldn't be identified.
That's such like a disgusting image to put in my head.
They show it too.
Yeah,
It's awful.
Yeah.
It's like, that is, I think,
to the bone.
In a bloody movie, I think that is the one that like made me cringe the most. Was the scene of him in like the prison cell, like chewing his fingers off.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Not as disgusting as these next characters.
Not as disgusting as the Tremor brothers.
Yes.
To quote Ben Affleck, neo-Nazi speed freaks.
Yeah. Can recite Mein Kampf like Mother Goose.
Yes. Affleck has some good lines. And a disgusting handlebar mustache.
Yeah. You know, like, he's not in this movie a whole lot, but like I feel like they use him pretty well. He's got a great accent going on.
I was also wondering if he and Joel Carnahan, the director, are buddies, and Peter Berg, because like all three of them are great action directors, and Affleck was in The Rip, also directed by him. I know Peter Berg and Bateman are friends, so I was wondering if like that's how Bateman ended up in the weird role in this movie. Peter Berg created one of my other favorite action movies, The Kingdom, with Jamie Foxx, Jason Bateman.
Jason Bateman's also in that?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's one of the like 3 agents, the like main characters. I actually, in watching this morning, I was like, oh yeah, The Kingdom, and I put that on the list of movies for the podcast. Anyway, the Tremor brothers, kind of known for killing a crowd to get to one guy.
Yeah, they like drove their car right into a restaurant
and just started throwing grenades and killing people indiscriminately. 7 dead, 24 injured, something like that.
Yeah, and like one of them gets like shot in the back, another one gets shot in the throat. One of them is blind, and then like the ensuing chaos, but they end up like killing the guy anyways.
Yep, they're chaotic, and in the sequel there are more Tremor siblings. Besides these 3,
I feel like that seems characteristic of trailer trash.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, they seem like trailer trash.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No offense to any trailer trash watching this.
Yeah, I mean, I was conceived in a trailer. My mom has told me the story many a time. So, trailer trash for life. If you've met my mom, that's not surprising. And the final contract killer, Laszlo Soot. Probably the coolest name of the movie.
Yeah.
Played by
Shame
Tommy
he does
Flanagan.
Blackface.
I know. Does he?
Yeah, kinda.
I don't think that's actually him in the intro. So the intro scene of Laszlo Soot is talking about how he's a master of disguise, and they kind of do this misdirection of like a guy on the street looking like he's going to be the hitman.
Yeah, you think it's like the old guy in the suit.
But then it's like this black guy with dreads in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
And I think it was a different actor before Soot like takes the mask off.
Yeah, I think it's like the whole Mission Impossible.
Right,
like,
yeah,
thing.
exactly.
But like still, like that dude did blackface. The Soot, the character.
Yes, Soot, yeah. I won't fault Tommy Flanagan for that.
I guess no one would have guessed.
Yes. Irish actor, one of my favorite characters in Sons of Anarchy. Great show if you haven't watched that.
That's with Charlie Hunnam and what is his name? Ron Perlman.
Yeah.
Hellboy.
Yes, Hellboy.
Yeah.
Hellboy callback from last episode.
Are you guys going to do Hellboy?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great movie. Especially since Ugo wasn't here for Porco Rosso, so we can do the same movie twice.
Yeah. Would you do... Well, I guess like you'd have to do like the first one. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I've seen the other ones. I think I've only seen the first one.
2, I actually like 2 a lot more.
Maybe I did see 2.
But I have never seen the David Harbour one.
Yeah, I haven't either. I've seen enough.
Anyways, the Assassins.
Anyway. So after all of this setup, all of this introduction, we finally meet Buddy in a non-flashback. We meet Israel in the penthouse. There's kind of a cool aerial shot coming into Tahoe, and then it drops through the ceiling into the penthouse. There's this party aftermath, hookers everywhere. His entourage passed out around the room.
Just a Friday night for me.
Right?
I'm just kidding. I'm always at work.
6 hookers and all your friends. Yeah. Israel starts like flipping playing cards.
And he's fucked up.
He's very fucked up.
Yeah.
Throughout this whole movie, he's just on this like spiraling coke and alcohol
I don't think we
binge.
ever see him like sober.
No.
Not through a flashback.
No.
Yeah.
I think even in flashbacks he's doing coke in a couple of the flashbacks too.
Yeah.
So he's the Frank Sinatra character for sure.
Yeah. Like I'm honestly surprised he didn't like have a heart attack within like the first time we like see him.
Yeah. My honestly favorite line of the movie that I quote to my friends that I used to watch this with is when he points out the calfskin jacket to Hugo that has Eastern European jizz on it.
I like the way he says it. That looks like jizz.
Eastern European jizz.
I like the way a lot of people talk in this movie.
Yeah.
I think that's what like attracts me to it the most.
It's a great delivery of. I think it's a well-written script, despite all the exposition and some weird shit.
Yeah, I think you could get like exposition to be compelling if you have people talking like really distinct voices.
Yeah, everyone like. I also really like you were saying, every character has quite an identity and quite a style to them.
Yeah.
And like Alicia Keys and Taraji P. Henson, Sykes and Waters, almost feel like they're dropped out of like Foxy Brown or like a
they do
era.
feel like
very
a black
old school.
movie,
like she Alicia Keys kind of has the beret and like the dark tinted glasses. You know, it's very. I don't
like Taraji Waters, like her character, like she talks a lot about like female empowerment and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like very much like blaxploitation. Yeah, Cleopatra Jones, Foxy Brown,
and Common's just fucking smooth.
Yeah.
Like, so cool.
I could see why they put him in John Wick 2.
Oh yeah, for sure. Very similar. You like I send out to what? Incinerate?
Yeah.
I'm very sorry. I love that scene. So then we get the Jason Bateman cameo, which is excellent. He's just coked up lawyer guy. I don't think a lot of acting for him.
I don't even know like what's his deal is. He has like a fursuit or something.
Yeah, there's like a rabbit hat, like a rabbit mascot kind of hat thing.
I know that room is crusty as hell.
Yeah, he's got like herpes sores. He's like sweating. He's obviously coked up, talking about how small his dick is. It's so funny. Like my note here is like I don't think he had to do a lot of acting. I think he just had to remember the 80s, like, just be himself.
Just gotta go to a dark place. I gotta go back to who I was.
Who was I on that road trip with Leif Garrett? Mark's laughing because he's listened to Smartless. And so he's hired Affleck, Berg, and Henderson as the bounty hunters, the bondsmen, to go grab Israel for $50,000. And he's the one who knows where they are.
Yeah.
So they come up with a plan and a little bit of exposition, but mostly just hilarious scene.
Yeah.
Hilarious, weird scene. And we cut back to the penthouse. Ivy, Big Ivy, that's Common's character, is obviously trying to keep Israel on the rails as he's spiraling.
He's the designated driver.
Yeah. He's not fucked up. Beanie, Hugo, and Ivy are kind of the goons, Israel's guys. Hugo's the Russian one. Beanie's the big dude who's like passed out at this point still.
Yeah.
And Common doesn't seem fucked up. Yeah. He seems cogent. He's like trying to get Israel to call his lawyer, Mecklin?
Yeah, Mecklin.
And this is where we also find out that the hotel is claiming that the penthouse floor is under construction, so nobody's supposed to know he's up there. And we meet Beanie, who kind of climbs up out of a stupor from the party and starts kicking the hose out.
Yeah. And he like makes fun of one. There's like, damn, I don't know what I was on.
I didn't realize.
I thought you were Beyonce, but now I'm going to look at you and like, more like Bigfoot, something like that.
And then she falls through a glass table and the hosts start fighting each other as well. It's just
another Saturday night.
Very 2007.
Yeah.
This whole thing, very 2007. And
the colors are 2007 too, which is a compliment. Like they're very like vibrant in style, and very in your face.
Not as muted as movies now, like we were talking about.
It's not gray concrete.
Yeah, God, why are movies like that?
I heard it's just because like they want something that looks okay-ish on all formats, like going from phone to TV screen to whatever.
That makes sense. I guess with my 1 week of color correction experience, I understand. So on the way to the hotel, Ryan Reynolds, Agent Messner, is flipping through the kind of information about Primo Speranza and is talking about all of his plastic surgery that he's had. That's just important information to know for later.
Yeah, foreshadowing. So, can I just say that, like, I think I really like Ryan Reynolds as Messner.
He's really good.
Yeah, you don't really get this nowadays where Ryan Reynolds gets to play the straight man.
Yeah, he plays the Ryan Reynolds archetype now. Yeah. Like, that's what he is in everything.
Yeah, and he was good in Deadpool, but I think people kind of just, like, over...
Yeah. Whatever he's in, it's going to be Deadpool, Blade... Was it Trinity that he was Trinity. In? Or...
Free Guy.
Yeah, Free Guy. It's Ryan Reynolds. He's not acting. He's Ryan Reynolds. But in this, there's none of that. He's straight FBI agent. He has a couple of jokes, like they all do, but it's not. It's so different from what he is.
It's definitely a lot more dramatic.
Yeah, and he kills it. Yeah. At the end of the movie, the dramatic scenes that he has to do are excellently done. Helped by some really good makeup as well. So that is where I closed out Act 1, the bounty. I think we've gotten all the characters and their plots are kind of established at this point.
Yeah. I have to say, it's very well structured.
Yeah. And so Act 2 I called The Hunt.
Yes.
We got the bounty and the hunt. And the first scene of the hunt, we see the bondsmen, the bounty hunters, in a parking lot near Lake Tahoe, planning how they're going to go get Israel out. They have security guard uniforms for the hotel. And again, really cool shot. Yeah. It starts tight on Affleck and Peter Berg at the back of the car, like papers and the security guard uniforms. And it pans out, and you see Hollis in the back seat. And I think Affleck says, I guess your friend doesn't care to hear this, and he like gets out of the car.
Hollis was having none of this.
Yeah, he didn't want any part of this, and kept saying this was a bad idea, to his credit. And so Hollis is on the camera side of the car, Affleck and Berger on the far side of the car, and that matters. And so it pans out to catch them, and we see this beat up.
I believe it's a Pontiac Bonneville.
Okay, nice. This beat up piece of shit with Nazi imagery on the side of it come through blasting metal, and they all kind of like look at it, and then they go back to talking, and then it backs up, and as they turn around, gunshots, machine gunshots just out the window. All three of them go down.
Mow them down.
And it was just a cool shot to have it pan out and then like establish the shot and then have that like in and out and shot, and
really delivers on like the suddenness.
And it as suddenly as they're killed, it also just as quickly establishes how crazy these motherfucking tremors are.
They feel like, again, like you were saying that like Sykes and Waters, they feel like they come from a blaxploitation movie. These guys feel like they came from a way different movie as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Like they feel they're
like almost
like a Texas Chainsaw.
Yeah, I was gonna say House of a Thousand Corpses, like something like that.
Like deranged psychos.
Yeah, exactly.
Dropped into. It's a bunch of different assassins from different movies.
Yeah,
coming together.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah, these guys are like almost not quite as like monstrous as like a Wrong Turn or The Hills Have Eyes, but like
the wild country
hillbilly
folk.
Psycho. Like don't go up in the Appalachians if you don't know where you're going kind of crew, you know. And great accent. Honestly, I think I watched this multiple times before I even realized that it was Chris Pine.
He does a really good job.
One of my notes is he needs an Oscar for this movie, because it's not the same Chris Pine that played Captain Kirk. You know, like he's so good, so creepy.
He's kind of charming in a way.
Yeah. And so,
despite the fact
that they killed the
Nazi
bondsman because they wanted the car. Yeah. That was the only reason. And then it turns out like they also like, oh, you guys were after Israel too? He's like literally talking to Affleck's dead body and making his mouth move, talking back to him.
I forgive you.
Yeah, I forgive you. And so it's kind of a small world thing.
Yeah.
Two things I noticed for the first time after seeing this movie many, many times. Lester, who's the short one who pops out first and draws the Hitler mustache on himself after they kill them, he carves 3 notches in the paint of their car after they just killed 3 people.
Yeah.
Like he's like tallying. Yeah. Probably a tally that they will add to. And the other thing that I somehow...
Well, he won't be able to.
Yeah. Another thing I never noticed, Darwin, Chris Pine's character, has a tattoo of a naked woman right here, and her vagina is his armpit. So when he opens his arm, her legs spread, and like the hair of his arm, it's really gross.
He probably has a fetish.
And it does come back later, but I thought it was funny that I like never clocked that before.
No, I really want to watch it.
Yeah. The next scene is excellent, like you were saying, Taraji with her like female empowerment stuff.
Yeah.
Ranting at the hotel receptionist that they let hookers in there.
Yeah, and Sykes is like, oh my God, not again.
She's like, she's doing this again. And like the look on the receptionist's face of like, I'm so uncomfortable, but I'm in my customer service mode. Like it was so real.
That happened to me working Santa Lane.
Yeah.
Yeah. This guy like came up to me, and I was working like the front kiosk like outside of the door, and this homeless guy came up to me and started ranting about how like JFK was assassinated for the gold standard by the Federal Reserve or something like that. And he started telling me about his life story, about how he came to Seattle. He rode a train and everything. He fought like dogs.
Wow.
Yeah. You know,
you're like, I'm just hourly, bro. Like,
yeah. I'm almost time to clock out.
Yeah.
You know, I might as well just listen to you.
Here's some cold cider.
Yeah. Here's some like rock hard molasses cookies.
Yeah. Santa's Lane. That's a Seattleite kid rite of passage right there.
Yeah.
Tell me your parents are Nordies without telling me.
Half of my high school class worked there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember I tried to get my cousin a job there at one point, I think, or one of her friends, or maybe I think it was seasonal sales, not Santa's Lane, but still. I think lots of people in the Seattle area have gone through Nordstrom at some point. Some of us longer than we should have.
Shout out Nordstrom.
Yeah. I won't shit talk Nordstrom on the podcast. It was a good thing for a long time.
Maybe sponsor us?
Yeah.
Specifically this episode with neo-Nazis?
Yeah.
One of them with a vagina armpit.
So we get the first, I think, no, the first kill was the Tremors, but the next kill is Soot. Laszlo Soot kills Vitoli, the executive butler, who's one of the only people with access to the penthouse.
Yeah.
And we kind of catch him trying to master Vitoli's accent.
My name is Vitoli.
My name is Vitoli. How can I be of assistance?
Yeah.
And trying to prep to make a mask of Vitoli.
I think that's only one of the few times we actually hear Soot speak with his natural voice.
Mm-hmm. I think it is the only line he does deliver one more line in the movie later on when he calls the Swede. But he's getting ready to make a mask of Vitoli to assume his identity. He also killed another guy in the security office, it looked like. And at this point, Hugo shows up to get Vitoli to come help clean up the mess from the party.
The little jizz.
The jizz. I like, you see Soot standing at the door as Hugo's like calling for Vitoli, and he's listening, like trying to capture enough of Hugo's voice to decide, like, can I do this voice better? I think is kind of the vibe I got.
Yeah.
And then he ends up killing Hugo.
Something else I just realized is that, like, when Soot kills Hugo, it's also in that same, like, static camera as, like, when the Tremors killed the bondsman.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You see Hugo kind of like pacing, pounding on the door, and then like the door opens and
he's shot and then like taken off screen.
You see the shot to the chest and blood spraying behind them. Yeah. But then he drops and you hear like two more shots or something like that.
It kind of speaks to how impersonal and like business-minded the act of killing is for them.
Yeah,
like
especially for Soot and Acosta.
Just random acts of violence.
Yeah, I feel like Sykes and Waters are like they're fine killing people, but they're clearly newer to it. They're less.
They're not as psycho.
Yeah, they're less passionless about it.
Yeah, Sykes specifically says she doesn't want to kill any women in all this.
Yeah,
like
she seems a little nervous as they're gearing up and everything. Like not necessarily like nervous about. She's confident in what she's going to go in and do.
Yeah. But
like nervous of the unknown, like nervous of the unknown quantity of like the hookers that she's going to disguise herself with.
Yeah.
Whereas like Laszlo's like, okay, I need a disguise. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill this guy who's nearby. Oh, there's another better disguise. I'm going to kill him.
Yeah.
Very passionless, just professional. Yeah. Obviously done this a lot.
What kind of movie do you think like Soot and Garcia or Diego came from? Like political spy thrillers, something like that.
Yeah, I could see Soot as like the bad guy in like a Bond movie, or even like
he's like an evil Ethan Hunt.
Yeah, even like almost like a Lethal Weapon villain, like something like that. Same with Acosta. He's more of like I could see him in like a CIA operative gone rogue, kind of Broken Arrow kind of thing, you know?
Or Bourne.
Yeah, he'd be a good villain for something like that too. And so we go back to the penthouse. We see Israel on the phone with Mecklin, who's trying to get the deal done with the FBI, and the FBI will only give Israel immunity and witness protection if he gives up Ivy Beanie and Hugo, his guys, and he's adamant. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Didn't you just say like?
I guess I'll give up Hugo.
Yeah.
He can deal with it. He needs to toughen up.
Yeah.
Like, but I'm not giving you Ivy and Beanie. And Mecklin's like, it's not. They're not going for it, man. And he like drops the phone and slumps, and like his head hits the piano, and there's this really discordant piano chord that I thought was apt. You know, like this, like
symbolic.
Yeah, very like, oh fuck. And he finally is like, all right, make the deal. And Ivy Common overhears him, and you kind of see the first signs of something wrong with Israel. He's like kind of clutching at his arm, like seems very unwell. He's
a little more unwell.
He spirals throughout the whole movie, along with the plot. Israel is similarly spiraling, and we go back downstairs.
It's the first plan that goes awry.
Yes, yeah, right. The deal that he thought was going to be chill, and like he and his guys were going to get out and be fine.
Yeah, right off into the sunset under new names.
But that is not what life has in mind for Israel. And so we go back downstairs. Acosta has disguised himself as an FBI agent. He's gotten through the front desk to the head of security.
Yeah. And like right before this, Ryan Reynolds' character.
Yeah, Messner. Yeah.
Messner was like talking to Ruthers about how like, oh yeah, if you just flash a FBI badge, you can get into anywhere.
Right. Yeah, and then it cuts to him doing that.
Yeah.
And he fools the receptionist kid.
Yeah.
And goes back to see Bill, head of security.
He's very like age ambiguous because he could easily be like 18 or 38.
Yeah, Nestor Carbonell is kind of like that in general. Like, I swear this is, I think, the first thing I remember seeing him in, but I don't think he's aged since then either.
Is he he's the guy that runs is he the guy in Stranger Things that runs the arcade? Do you know what I'm talking about? He was also in Jurassic World.
I don't think he was in Stranger Things.
But he always plays teenage losers.
That guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. That is not Nestor Carbonell.
Yeah. Okay.
Nestor Carbonell, I meant the Acosta. That's who I was talking about. Not the receptionist kid. That's where I confused you.
Yeah.
No, Nestor Carbonell, Lost, The Morning Show. God, I've seen him in a bunch of stuff. He's always great. So Acosta gets to Bill, head of security, played by Matthew Fox, also in Lost, which I thought was kind of funny. Matthew Fox and Nestor Carbonell had a lot of scenes together in Lost later on.
Lost was still going on at this time.
I think it was, yeah. And Matthew Fox was like super popular at this point because he was like TV heartthrob from Lost. He was also in a movie that I remember being good, but I'm not sure if it actually was, called Vantage Point, which is a similar kind of chaotic multi-viewpoint action movie. So Acosta has convinced Bill, who is very distracted trying to run the security of the casino, that he's an FBI agent, and he's asking him questions about the penthouse pretty slyly. Like, Acosta's pretty good at getting information. He ends up extracting from Bill that there's a 6-man security team and Vitoli, the executive butler. And Bill is like starting to question, like, can I see your badge again? Like, this is a little weird.
All the while, like, trying to work with, like, some unhelpful staff.
Yeah, the guys who, like, can't figure out which table he's telling them to go to.
Table 12.
Table
I said
12.
that one more time.
Little lady with the blue hair.
Yeah. She's killing it.
She's rolled 14 times. Table 14? No. Table 12! and so he finally, right as he gets a call that would be Agent Messner on the other end, like, telling him to secure the building, he's, like, picking up the phone, and Acosta kills him very tenderly.
Yeah.
Like, painlessly, and, like...
He, like, caresses his cheek.
Yeah, and, like, lays him down and, like... Don't make this face the last thing you'll see, and then switches into Spanish, and because God will hold it against you. Yeah. It's like it
kills him with like a hidden blade.
Yeah,
too.
which very Assassin's Creed. Yeah, the blade that pops out of his sleeve that does come back a couple of times. Very suave bad guy archetype. And then we learn that Hollis survived the attack from the Tremor brothers. Pops up out of the water, missing 3 fingers. Frozen. His buddies are bobbing there next to him, but he gets away. He survives it. There are a lot of rapid cuts, so that's why it's like hard to track what goes on in this movie. Sykes is dressed like a prostitute to sneak in with the replacement hookers.
Yeah, she looks pretty good.
She looks great.
Yeah,
Alicia Keys, still to this day beautiful. This was her peak.
Alicia Keys, if you hear this,
I don't even know
think you're peak.
That's not fair to say. She's always been flawless. But this was like, I think it's because I was 16 when this movie came out, and so this is like my Alicia Keys kind of, like. Yeah.
That's the one you're familiar with. It's like SNL seasons. Everyone's preferred season is when they were a teenager.
We all have a season of Alicia Keys that we fell in love with. Yeah. She's got some Kevlar hidden on her like under her outfit. And she's loading. I think she has like several pistols somehow hidden in that tiny little outfit too. Yeah. And Waters just brought the 50 cal. Yeah. You got the Barrett 50 cal.
Big Mama.
Yeah, Big Mama. Hand loaded ammunition, ready to dead some fools.
Yeah. I should also note
Waters.
Yeah, she's kind of like subtly been like hitting on.
She's Sykes. In love with Sykes. Yeah. I think there's a vibe of that in earlier scenes, but this is where it's clear she's like looking at her through the scope.
Yeah.
Asking her about some guy she was dating.
Unrequited
he's still fucking around with that light-skinned girl.
Yeah.
It becomes clear. And honestly, don't blame you, Waters.
Yeah. I get it. We all get it.
We see Soot emerge with his Hugo disguise, very convincing.
To be honest, like I didn't think he had to do much work. They both kind of have like the same facial structure. You just need to get like a toupee or something.
Mm-hmm. And then we see Deputy Director Locke getting a file, eyes only, handed to him by his guy from the archives about Primo Speranza. And the guy that brings it to him asks, like, should we tell Messner and Carruthers? He's like, no. We don't know what it is, but he decides not to tell Messner and Carruthers that something has changed. Something important has just been learned. We see Israel completely losing it at this point. He's like in the bathroom in the mirror, has like his colored lens out of one eye, and there's this like kind of cool cut back and forth shot of him looking himself in his real eye and his blue eye.
It's more deceit.
Deceit, illusion.
Facade.
Yeah. And his pupils are super dilated. He's like fucked up, not doing well.
Yeah. It's just every time we cut to Israel, it's always fucked up. Yeah. He's always more fucked up every time.
It's not good.
Yeah. Every time you cut to him, it's just like exponentially worse.
Yeah. More sweaty, more red, more bags around his eyes. Like
his heart is probably like picking up pace every time.
And this is where Ivy confronts him about. He's basically saying, like, what did Mecklin say? Like, is everything good? And Israel tries to lie to him, and there's it kind of cuts to other scenes while this confrontation is going on. But
Soot comes up.
Yeah, I kind of want to finish the confrontation itself because it's such a great common slays it. Jeremy Piven is also, I think, underrated in general. Does a great job in this movie.
Is he in anything else?
He was in Entourage is what he's mostly known for as Ari Gold. He was like the agent of the main character. He's in Rush Hour 2 as the fashion designer that gets them their tuxedos for the casino.
Yeah.
Buttercream, buttercream, buttercream. Just want to throw a wild animal on it. And The Goods, Live Hard, Sell Hard. It's a pretty niche comedy. But it's excellent. That's on the list. Ugo and I watched that together in college. It's really good. So I love Jeremy Piven, and I think, to your point, he hasn't been in a ton of stuff, but I think he's really good in everything he's in.
If he's in Rush Hour 2 as that guy, then like he's really good.
Yeah.
I should watch Rush Hour 2 again.
Yeah, that's surely on the list. We did the first one. We got to do the second one. So the confrontation, common, excellent acting. I love the part where he like straight up tells Israel, he's like, so this is one of those times where you have the opportunity to be honest.
Yeah.
And by me asking you, assume I already know.
Yeah.
It's like...
Do you understand loyalty?
Yeah, do you understand loyalty? Because outside a dog, nobody's got loyalty like I do. Like, I've got my hands dirty so that your hands stay clean. And, like, you're going to sell me out.
Yeah. Do you think you could do that?
Yeah. And Israel can. And that's the thing. I think this is kind of Ivy's last ditch effort to save his skin, also confronting like a valid confrontation.
I think Israel thinks he can, but like in his heart he kind of he's suicidal at that point.
Yeah. There's a line from Buddy that I think is the writer, Joel Carnahan, looking straight down the barrel of the camera at us as an audience and saying the quote is, "You see exactly what I want you to see.
Yeah.
The illusion, I tell your eyes." You don't really know that at this point yet, but like the whole movie falls apart into the illusion falls away at the end.
Everything is revealed.
Yeah, and so that's like Israel thinks he has control. He's always spun illusions. He's manipulated people, and he's run out of real estate. Like there's nowhere left to go. He's even now turned on Ivy, Beanie, and Hugo.
No more cards up his sleeve.
And they know it, and aptly he hits Common in the face with a playing card to save himself from getting shot. And the security guys come in and get Ivy. But amidst that, there were a few other scenes that we skipped over. Hollis stumbles his way to a cabin. This is the worst. So I want to talk about all three of the scenes with the cabin so that we can move the fuck past it.
Yeah.
Because it was fucking horrible. This kid, 11 years old probably, 12 years old, answers the door, and...
It's the kind of kid that you want to fight.
Yeah.
He's all like, He opens the door. He sees a man like drenched, wet, cold, missing his fingers. He's like, "What do you want?
Yeah.
You want this to
I'm
be
about to
played?"
ball this.
Yeah.
That part made me laugh. Bitch, I'm about to ball this.
If they stopped at that, I would have been fine with
Yeah.
the kid. And
Yes.
then he dumps him in the bathtub and gets a boner.
Yeah, that's yeah. The kid is weird. There's a shot of Hollis noticing Ritalin. So like the idea is like, oh, ADHD kids, they're crazy. But yeah, the kid is like constantly like pretending like he's about to punch Hollis, and Hollis is not like having any of it.
That's a kid
And
that
then-
says the N-word.
Yeah,
with a
oh,
hard
for
R.
sure.
Yeah.
The kid is borderline racist just the way he talks.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's like punching at Hollis in the bathtub and like gets a boner. I don't know
Shadow
why we had to
boxing.
see it. I don't know why
And
I had to
it's-
see a child's erection in this movie.
It's also edited like really hyperactively. I get that like, oh, you know, he's
the ADD.
hyperactive. He's
Yeah.
got ADHD, so
Yeah.
this is going to be like all wild and stuff like that. But I mean, like, it's just like so disorienting in a way that I don't like.
It's very upsetting.
Yeah.
And like the grandma's exposition about the kid. His mom is dead. His dad's in jail. Her husband killed himself, so he's the man of the house.
Yeah.
And she like laughs at his behavior. That is so. It's very upsetting.
Yeah.
Like this is a movie where like
That's
2 dozen people get murdered violently, and this is the scene that's upsetting.
yeah. That's a grandma's boy. You know, like that's a grandma who's all gonna be like, there's no girl is good enough for my boy.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm gonna take him to prom.
That's a future Tremor brother right there.
Yeah, that's the Tremor Brother factory.
Yes, that would actually be great if that was the sequel.
Yeah.
We come to find that cabin scene was meaningful because that's where the Tremors are made. That's terrible, and I don't want to talk about that kid again.
Yeah,
Also, during the Ivy and Israel confrontation, Hugo kills Beanie, the other henchman.
yeah. Soot as Hugo.
Yeah, Soot as Hugo kills Beanie, and it's kind of funny because he shoots him in the back and he turns around and he's like, I know you didn't. And then, like,
Yeah. he gets shot and he's like, ugh. And then he slowly turns around.
And I was trying to look up that actor's credits who plays Beanie because I didn't recognize him from anything, and he's in the sequel as Beanie. But he clearly dies in this movie. So
He's resurrected.
I'm gonna have to go back. I think I've seen half the movie once and I turned it off, which like I don't do often. Like it takes a lot for me to turn a movie off. The last time I did it was that Christmas movie Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds did a few years ago.
Oh, I know what you're talking
That was
about.
so bad. I turned that off. I turned off the Sarah Sherman stand-up. But yeah, Smokin Aces 2, I remember turning off. Autumn Reeser is in it. One of my guilty pleasure shows is The OC. And she played Taylor Townsend in The OC. And that's about it. She's actually worked a lot. She has been in a fuck ton of TV movies. like Lifetime kind of movies.
I have to imagine that kind of work is probably pretty good.
Yeah, but she played the Tremor sister in the sequel and has like a wild accent and is like murderous psycho bitch.
I love murderous psycho
Yeah,
bitches.
so that is, I think, that's literally the only thing I remember about the half of Smokin Aces 2 that I watched is Autumn Reeser being hot and crazy. So maybe I just got Mace interested in the sequel.
I love the kind of woman that will just kill me.
And we'll need to watch it and figure out how Beanie is in it.
It's the ghost of Christmas Beanie.
Yes.
He's come to haunt Soot.
Yep.
Yeah, it's his conscious.
Yep.
The last kill that he'd ever had.
Carruthers and Messner have split up at this point, and Messner has gone to the lake to look into the bodies that they found of Deke and whatever, Affleck and Berg. I forget their characters' names. Pistol Pete Deke is the one I remember.
I mean, most of these characters, like I feel like I just refer to.
It's just the
them
actor.
Yeah, that's common.
It's a lot of
That's
names.
Alicia Keys.
Yeah.
That's Taraji P. Henderson.
Yep. So Messner is at the lake. Carruthers goes to the hotel to try to secure Israel, and he's talking to the same kid that got fooled by Acosta.
Yeah.
With the FBI badge, and the kid's like, "Oh,
I just
security,
thought-
go talk to security right
Yeah.
there." And it's Acosta dressed in Bill's uniform with
Yeah.
his key card, and the kid kind of like gives it that weird look of like, "Wait a second, isn't that the guy?" And
Yeah.
Carruthers goes off without knowing it, he's off with Acosta, the
Yeah.
killer. into the elevator to go up to the penthouse.
To be fair, he's kind of like overwhelmed by the FBI. Just he's a kid that's easily overwhelmed.
Right. This is clearly like Santa's lane of Tahoe. Like this kid that just like works at the hotel, you know? Like
that would be me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just overwhelmed.
Go with that guy.
Yeah, FBI, I don't want to...
I'm going to foster you onto someone else.
Yeah, this is way over my pay grade. Go talk to security. That guy's security.
Yeah, I'm just here to put some money in my pocket.
But we get that look of recognition of like, wait a second, wasn't that the other FBI guy?
Yeah.
Why is he wearing one of our jackets? And
then like he later rationalizes it, which is what I would also do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right. And so they go up in the elevator, and you kind of see Carruthers. He's like asking questions like, can we shut down the elevators? Like, oh, I can't do it from here. Maintenance needs to do it.
Yeah.
Battery on my walkie is dead. You're not going to get cell service. Like, kind of sketchy. And then he notices the fingertips.
Yeah.
The chewed to the bone fingertips. And
grody ass, disgusting, chewed off fingertips.
Yeah, and he asks them like can't maintenance shut the elevator down if you call him like on that phone, and like he's talking into the reflection. You see like the reflection of Acosta's face in the gold of the elevator, which I thought was really cool. And like once he asks one too many questions, and it's kind of like they both realize what's going on.
Yeah.
Acosta like looks down a little bit, and the shadows pass into the reflection in a really like menacing way that I thought was some cool directing. And they just start shooting each other in a box.
Yeah.
No one's winning
dark.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool.
Just
like the flashes of the guns, like being the only light in the scene, and they just like,
I love scenes like that.
yeah, very. And it's also like terrifying. I think, especially as a kid who grew up on action movies, there's always this part of me that I wonder if you relate to this. There's this part of me that's like, feels like I could survive a gunfight in like some scenario, right?
Yeah.
Like you have something to hide behind, or
Yeah.
you have a way to run away or something. But like the idea of getting in a gunfight in a fucking elevator,
Oh yeah.
that's so terrifying.
Like I either I kill you first,
Yeah.
or like I'm dead.
Yeah, or we're both dead in
Yeah.
this case. Although they're not. We figure out in a bit that they're both dying,
Yeah.
but not all the way dead yet.
I think someone needs to check their guns because like they don't seem to kill people instantly.
Yeah. To be fair, they don't really. Neither of them gets to aim because Acosta.
Yeah.
When Carruthers pulls his gun, Acosta hits him with the blade, like
Yeah.
through the hand.
Yeah.
And then like, so he can't really aim from there. He's just kind of like shooting at
point
Acosta,
blank.
and Acosta pulls a gun, but he's getting shot at the same time. So they're just like
Yeah.
pointing the general direction of the like as
pull
far
the
apart
trigger,
as we
yeah.
are from each other. You know, just like just point and pray that you survive this somehow. And
Yeah.
violent and terrifying. Sykes hears the gunshots too, and she's like, what the fuck, where did that come? She couldn't tell where they came from.
Yeah.
She tells Waters like, I just heard gunshots, could you tell where it came from? And they're like, okay,
Something's up.
something ain't right.
Yeah.
Something's popping off. And then the elevator doors open as she's still waiting for the hookers to come up because they were like taking a smoke break.
Yeah.
And the Tremors are there, and they're all creepy as shit. And I think one of them literally starts jerking off with her standing there. But this is where the callback to the tattoo with the naked lady on his armpit.
Yeah.
I noticed when he sees Alicia Keys, Chris Pine, he smiles at her and starts fingering his armpit at her. So fucking creepy. Never caught
Chris
that
Pine
before.
does like a good job at that.
Yeah, and I was because I'm fixated on Jeeves, the tall brother that had his hand in his pants. Like that's what like draws your eye. So I just like I said a dozen times seeing this movie, I just noticed it this time that Darwin starts like fingering his armpit.
Yeah.
And
Anyone want to sponsor this?
we're at the intersection of sports and media. So at this point, the elevators finally get shut down. The Tremors get trapped, and as it turns dark and they light a flare, which is a really cool shot, how it turns to red.
Yeah.
And Darwin like lights his cigarette with the flare before it like he like lifts it overhead so they can see.
Yeah, and like it starts to billow out smoke and
Yeah, because they have a generator and they hook it up to the elevator to make it move, which I don't think that's how elevators work, but
I don't know.
I don't know.
You know, hillbilly science.
Yes.
You know, hillbilly engineering. they can do wonders.
Yeah. At this point, like shit has popped off enough that the news is aware of something going down at the hotel, shots fired or something.
And then you see like the last shot of Jason Bateman.
Yeah, in a bra and thong for some reason.
Yeah, was he like wearing like makeup or something?
He was, yeah. It's funny because he's like laying in his hotel bed, like covered up, and you can't see until he gets up to like grab his phone that he's just in a women's bra and thong.
He wants to feel pretty.
Yeah, maybe that's what he wears with the bunny hat. I don't know.
You never know what people are doing. Herpes.
Yep. Let's see. So Sykes, Alicia Keys finds Acosta and Carruthers dying in the elevator.
Specifically dying. She corrects.
She says they're dying. Yeah.
Not dead.
Not dead. There's also a really menacing scene where she's like searching them. She figures out Carruthers is a Fed, and she's searching Acosta, and she like lifts the arm, and you see the blade withdraw, and it's like right by her neck, and you think that like he's going to kill her, but then nothing happens. Little more misdirection, more illusion, right? And she's like, oh shit, they're both Feds. What the fuck? Like, why are Feds killing each other in the elevators here? Something ain't right.
And that adds to like some confusion later on.
Yep. This is where Messner has arrived at the hotel. He talked to the kid who's like, oh, he went up with the other agent. And there's like,
there was no other agent.
yeah, and like, so Carruthers, or Messner, Ryan Reynolds, alarm bells start going off at this point, and he's got other agents with him, but he's like, all right, get the elevators moving. We need to get upstairs and see what the fuck is going on. And that's where I ended Act 2. So that's kind of the hunt.
Yeah.
Like the killing at this point has been a bit random. Soot killed on purpose, Acosta killed on purpose, but it's like little isolated pockets of violence.
And Acosta was like, it wasn't like his intention to kill Carruthers.
Yeah.
It wasn't his intention. He just happened to be there. And
He was on his way up, and he was there, and he figured him out. I don't think Acosta would have killed him unless he had to. And so that brings us into Act 3, which I titled The Hero Rises. A little bit of my own illusion and misdirection. The elevators start moving, and at this point, Ivy, having concluded his fight with Israel, he thinks he killed Beanie. When he was like blindly
just
shooting at Israel, he thinks that he killed his best friend.
And he yells at like Hugo that like, he sold us out.
Yeah.
He sold us out. Hugo, you gotta save yourself.
As the security's taking him out, he's zip tied. They get to the elevator to take him down, and the smoke is coming out very menacingly. And I love, you just see Common sees that, and he just starts backing away.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know what the fuck this is,
and
but I'm not going to
more
be
guys
in front
coming
of
out
it.
with guns.
Yeah, he's like, he just starts backing away slowly, and we see Laszlo as Hugo prepping all this surgical equipment to take Israel's heart, as per the contract that we are privy to. Israel is so fucking high, continuing doing card tricks, and Mecklin calls him and tells him the FBI pulled the deal. I don't know what happened. He's crying because Mecklin's probably going to jail too. You know,
he's too soft for jail. He's not going to make it in there.
Yeah, that actor, side character in one of my favorite '80s comedies, Better Off Dead, John Cusack movie. It's like one of those, like, it wasn't John Hughes, but like that era of like teen high school comedy. And the guy who plays, Hughes adjacent, a little bit weirder, a little bit more, much funnier. Anyway, the guy who plays Mecklin is his like best friend, who's like super weird, almost like the Ducky character from like Pretty in Pink, you know,
the comedic best friend.
Yes, yeah. There's one part where, because he's like the druggie in the high school, and he like they're on top
what
of.
What would that be in the 80s? Weed.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of things, because like they're on top of a mountain about to go skiing, and he's takes a snort of the snow. He's like, "This is pure snow. Do you have any idea what the street value of this mountain is?" Anyway, sorry, I digress. I digress real hard. So the deal is dead, and this is like the final spiral for Israel. He's lost all of his friends. He's lost immunity. The mob is going to kill him at this point. There's nothing that he can do, and he's
ready. He can shove a gun in his mouth.
Yeah, he grabs Beanie's very large, I think, .44 Magnum, and incredible acting by Jeremy Piven as he's like clearly thinking about killing himself. I noticed that like picks the gun up to his head and opens his mouth, but like can't bring himself to put it in yet.
Yeah,
really, really well.
Part of that,
well
I think,
done.
is like, there's some self-loathing, but also like he's just too fucked up.
Yeah, survival instinct outweighing like feeling like there is no chance of survival.
Yeah,
very, very good acting.
He's just such a mess.
Yeah.
He's great at being such a mess.
Yes. We cut away. Messner finds Carruthers and Sykes and Water. Or Messner finds the open elevator. He doesn't see that Alicia Keys is in it. But he can see Carruthers, his partner, on the floor, bleeding out. And Sykes and Waters like kind of have to like do something to try to get her out of there.
Yeah.
And there's a cool shot where she radios Waters is like, "Oh, my mark, we gotta bust it up." And there's a cool shot of her like pulling out the laser pointer to like signal Waters
where she is.
Yeah, and the camera like points at the laser pointer and then turns and follows the laser pointer across the street through Waters' scope.
All the way
her
to
eye.
like the next hotel.
Yeah, all the way to the other hotel, through the scope, through her eye, into her earpiece, and you hear "Bring It" from Alicia Keys, and then it out of the earpiece to the gun as it like fires. It's such a cool shot.
Yeah. And then it like
and then it follows the bullet all the way across the street back into the hotel.
Sends the guy like an FBI agent flying across the room.
Which 50 cals do.
Yeah.
Like that is accurate.
Those are designed to like take out planes.
Yeah,
too, so like
they go through anything.
It's an anti-material rifle. It's meant to like take out light trucks.
Yep. And it's being used on some dudes.
Yeah. Turn into a fine mist.
And at the same time, Sykes is shooting out of the elevator. And we also cut away as this is happening to the tremors emerging from the elevator.
Just all hell breaking
Just
loose.
Stick grenades and like chainsaws,
And
machetes.
shotguns.
Yeah.
And they're all like wearing like steel plates or like Kevlar plates or something.
Kevlar, steel, something. Because it shows at some point as the fight's going on, it shows the security guards like shooting Chris Pine, and he's just like walking through it, it's like bouncing off. And kills him with a machete, and
another one gets like chainsawed or whatever.
Yep, the chainsaw. One guy's on fire and then gets shot with a
I kind of like how no context it is. Just like it's up to you to fill your imagination about like how chaotic it all got.
Yeah,
like
and it's cutting between the tremors on the penthouse and Sykes and Waters killing the FBI agents a few floors below.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me of that one fight scene in Anchorman. You just see a dude like randomly on fire.
There's a grenade in that scene too. I will say the thing that made me cringe a little bit watching this with modern context is a sniper in a Nevada hotel.
Right. I forgot about that.
I had a very visceral reaction to it. It was I don't know. Like clearly not related. It's not even in Vegas, but like
but still like it's difficult imagery. It's like when you see movies before 9/11 show like
a hijacking
or they show the Twin Towers being like attacked.
Yeah.
Like in the Super Mario movie.
Oh yeah.
They show a scene where they're merging the universes or whatever, and like bewildered citizens point at the Twin Towers and look.
That's right.
And they see like the Twin Towers become like ruined or whatever.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Wow, that movie should be on the list for sure. Yeah, so I kind of like little. It's not the movie's fault. It just felt a little weird.
Aged poorly.
Yeah, and amidst this fight, I didn't watch super closely because I didn't think about it until like halfway through. But I don't think Sykes actually kills any FBI agents.
No, she doesn't.
I think Waters does.
Yeah, it's all Waters.
Yeah, she's firing back, but I don't think she hits anybody.
She doesn't kill anybody.
Yeah, and
I would have thought she would have killed the neo-Nazi, but I guess like, that's Hollis's job.
Right. While she's in the elevator, Acosta like regains consciousness and shoots her in the back.
Yeah.
But Carruthers wakes up all of a sudden and shoots Acosta again somehow. He like saves her despite
that and like the Kevlar plate she has stuffed in her bra.
Right, yeah, that too. And so at this point, like she's down, Acosta's down but still not dead. Carruthers down but still not dead, and Messner comes in and he's like holding Carruthers. He's like, "How bad is it?" He's like, "Mortal," which I thought was fucking badass. Ray Liotta's so badass in this. He knows he's dying.
Yeah.
He tells it like it is, and they get him out. They drag Acosta out, and Sykes is like, "Fuck y'all!" Hits a button and dips.
I'm out of here.
Yeah. And they don't think to stop her, and she pops up amidst we see Common fighting the Tremor
Tremors,
brothers, which is similarly badass.
Yeah. He like takes the first one out by like.
Yeah, how does he kill Lester? I think he shoots him.
Yeah, he just
He picks up one of the security guard's guns
Yeah.
and kills Lester, the smaller brother.
Yeah.
Which pisses Jeeves off, who comes at him with the chainsaw but gets tangled up in
like,
the
the
chandelier, which gives him enough time to shoot Jeeves in the knee, and he like falls. And there's the menacing shot of him like falling and like catching himself over the chainsaw.
Yeah.
And then he like Common shoots him a few more times and he just falls and sits on the chainsaw. It's the like gnarliest death.
Yeah.
Just
strangely enough, like you don't really get the. I didn't get that at first because like it doesn't look like he's getting like chainsawed or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, he like
there's a little
vibrates
bit of blood spray behind him.
Yeah,
from
but
him
it's
sitting
not
on.
like-
Yeah, it's less obvious
Yeah.
than if like the kill that he got with the chainsaw was like very obvious because like straight through a guy.
Yeah.
You know, but. Yeah, very. I don't know. That's like when I think about this movie. That's the death that kind of like comes to my mind first is Jeeves sitting on the chainsaw because it's nightmare fuel.
Yeah.
Like that's a bad way to go. And so Waters thinks Sykes is dead and goes wild. Like she's gone down a floor and she sees a dead hooker who had like got caught up in the fray and thinks it's Sykes and just starts
just wailing.
indiscriminately shooting. I don't.
Just unloading hate.
Yeah, and also the FBI agents start shooting back at her across the street, across hotels with small firearms. Like,
And a shotgun.
I'm pretty sure you just killed a lot of people in that other hotel that were not Waters.
It's Lake Tahoe. They understand it.
Yeah, right. Hotel's probably empty. Everyone's fucked up down in the casino.
Yeah.
Sykes' elevator doors open, and she finds Common like trying to cut himself free on the machete in the wall as Darwin's about to kill him, and they both just like the fuck. And she's like,
Am I interrupting something?
I don't know.
This is a bad time.
I don't know who these guys are, but I don't think I like this one.
Yeah. That's the guy that jerked his armpit off.
Yeah, exactly. The guy that was fingering his armpit at me. I don't like him. And
you shouldn't.
there's like a ding from the elevator or something that like distracts them enough for Darwin to slip away, I think is what it was. Ivy and Sykes escape together down the stairs. The note I had on the scene of them like going down the stairs falling in love with each other is they would make some beautiful babies. Alicia Keys in common. Darwin also picks up FBI gear.
He like picks up the uniform, the security uniform.
Yeah, the security jacket.
But he also picks up his
and a badge.
Yeah.
And tries to escape that way. Messner running up the stairs runs into Alicia Keys in common, and they have a little bit of a standoff and decide, she's like, I didn't kill your guy. I found him like that.
I got no beef with you.
I got no beef with you. Just let us go. You don't nobody has to die over this. And he makes the wise move and moseys on. There's a cool. It looks like a single shot. There's definitely digital editing, but in the lobby, Darwin escaping, acting like FBI, get up there, and then he just like walks off, all bloody.
And then you see him like immediately after he slips out, he drops the act.
Yep. And
Stone cold.
Acosta rolling by on a gurney, and you see the shink. He deploys the little blade, obviously kind of hinting that he might get away too.
He will return in Avengers Endgame.
Yeah, right. And Soot also escaping.
Costa, I need you to distract Thanos.
Soot actually, I forgot to talk about his kind of badass shedding of the Hugo costume. Does he shoot somebody?
I think he shot like an FBI agent.
Yeah. He shoots somebody and then like runs into the bedroom and pretends to be Vitoli, and they're like, oh, it's the butler, and go right past him, and then he just like walks out.
Yeah.
Anyway, he also calls the Swede when he's about to inject Israel with something and says 3 minutes, and we're like, what's that about? I thought he was just going to kill him and take the heart. That's
also, as after Israel like blacks out and like he's kind of like fading in and out of conscious, he sees who he thinks is Hugo standing over him with a syringe, and I forgot what he says exactly.
Yeah,
but it's like forgive me or something like that.
Yeah, I think it was forgive me. Yeah. So Soot, Acosta, Darwin all seem to be getting away at this point, and at the same time we see Messner walking out with Carruthers in a body bag. He did not get away.
Yeah.
Waters, at this point, after going live again, thinking that Sykes is dead, recovers from her despair and ends up finding Sykes in the crowd with Ivy, like getting carried away from the scene, and amazing, conveying a lot of things in a facial expression from Taraji P. Henson.
She's a really good actress.
She's very good.
Yeah.
She's an excellent actress. And
Loved her in Karate Kid.
right, I forgot about that. Just the look of like, she's relieved that Sykes is okay, but also a little bit of betrayal,
Yeah.
jealousy in her face. And then the feds catch her and
Presumably executed.
yeah, we hear a bunch of gunshots and
Yeah.
she's never seen again. And then the excellent scene that we showed a little clip of in the Torque episode, Hollis confronting Darwin in the parking garage. Excellent scene. Martin Henderson, cool, subtle,
Yeah.
a little bit comedic.
Just standing up there, waiting for him.
Yeah, in the grandma's sweater or whatever.
Yeah. Let me ask you something. Like, first time I watched this movie, I had a thought that, like, did he kill the grandma and the kid?
Oh, I don't think so. Because he's a former cop. He's got like some sense of
Duty.
duty. Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't know.
I
Like,
hope he killed the kid.
I mean, if you kill the kid, you have to kill the grandma.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris Pine again deserves an Oscar. The delivery. I wrote down the line because it's kind of again the writer talking to the audience. He says, "Shit gets wild and crazy. Fate just up and fucks you for no good reason. Mm-hmm. It's the way of the world. Way it's always gonna be." Okay then, peace, bro.
Peace.
And the way he like hangs the car keys on the one remaining finger on Hollis's hand is very, very nice little detail.
I love how, like, he considers it for a second.
Yeah, and he
just
like
letting bygones be
looks down,
bygones.
he's like, fuck this.
Yeah.
Pat, 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 pat.
I was almost worried he was going to just
Yeah.
like let him walk, but
Yeah.
no, you did the right thing, Hollis.
Yes. Unfortunately for you, there are a few more Tremors out there in the world, as we learn in
There's an
the
army
sequel.
of them.
Yeah.
We're just making them like that.
Yep. There's a very, very good, like we were talking about, Ryan Reynolds doing good dramatic acting in
yeah.
this. The whole final scene in the hospital is excellent, but like him replaying everything in his head, looking supremely traumatized.
Yeah.
Understandably so. And like replaying all the information he has and being like, something is not fucking adding up.
Yeah.
And so he goes to the hospital to find Deputy Director Locke, Andy Garcia, for a debriefing, who had previously told him at the hotel, get on a jet, go back to DC, get debriefed, like everything's done here.
In a way, it's kind of like structured like a murder mystery. Mm-hmm. You know, you're near the end. Now you need to be given like an explanation about like what all this means.
Yeah. He's kind of all of us a little bit trying to figure out like what.
Yeah.
Like there's something
what
unresolved.
What the fuck just happened,
Yeah,
man?
right.
What was all this?
Yeah. And so we learn from Locke the big reveal here, the illusion and misdirection of the entire film. Primo Speranza is Freeman Heller. He is the FBI agent who went undercover, and
He got in too deep.
he wasn't killed by
Got lost in the
Speranza.
sauce.
The FBI tried to kill him and cover it all up, and so he took on the persona of Speranza after surviving the hit, and the FBI decided to bury it. And Buddy Israel is Freeman Heller's son. The Swede is
He's a surgeon,
a surgeon,
a heart surgeon.
a heart surgeon. And the whole idea in getting Israel's heart was to do a transplant to save Speranza's life. And that's why Locke changed the plan.
Yeah.
He wants to save Freeman Heller and get 60 years of mob information, inside information, instead of the little bit that Israel could have given.
Yeah.
And
that's why, like, Speranza wanted Israel's heart.
Yep.
It wasn't just like a symbolic Sicilian thing.
which is what the sub bosses thought. It was like, oh, he wants his heart. That's some badass shit.
Yeah.
But it was to save his life. And so Laszlo Soot was supposed to neutralize Hugo, Beanie, and Ivy and secure Israel for the transplant for the Swede, which is why he called him. The FBI superiors killed Heller, blah, blah, blah.
So far, is like the only person that accomplished his job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did what he was supposed to do.
And he did so with little opposition.
Yep.
Yeah, like Acosta got attacked in the elevator. Waters and Sykes, also the elevator. All the Tremors are dead. And yeah, just like everyone. And I keep forgetting. Carruthers and Messner, yeah, like their job ended up like not working out either.
Yeah, and that's what Messner's pissed about is like Locke found out new information and changed the plan and didn't call them off of their mission. Just let them
And now,
go into like.
his
Admittedly,
partner's
Locke
dead.
didn't know as much of a hornet's nest as it was,
Yeah.
but Ryan Reynolds, Messner, rightfully so, is blaming Locke for his friend being dead at this point.
Yeah.
And he goes off on Locke, and Locke goes into position of authority power trip mode and is like, is this where you want your career to end? Get the fuck back on a plane. Don't question it. Are we clear? And Messner is like, yeah, we're clear, and pretends to play along. Literally pulls the plug, locks himself in the hospital room, pulls the plug,
Unloads his gun.
yeah, unloads his gun, lays down his badge, and just lets Speranza and Israel both die.
Yeah.
And it's
Sit with the consequences.
it's such a simple thing, but it's like this whole chaotic movie ends in one final moment of chaos, unplanned chaos, that makes the entire thing not matter.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nobody
nothing
gets what they
mattered.
want.
Yeah,
Except maybe Soot.
a lot of dead people.
That's why he's in the sequel.
Yeah, right. Yes, exactly. So it's fine.
Yeah.
But no one got what they
Well,
wanted.
actually, I guess not, because now he's haunted by the ghost of
Beanie.
Beanie. Yeah. He's haunted by the ghost of Beanie.
Haunted by the ghost of
That's what he
Beanie.
got out of this movie.
God, I wish that was actually the sequel. But yeah, it's just such like all of this chaos, all of these plans, not everything, and like Locke's plan is the last one intact.
Yeah.
To save Speranza, save Heller, and one last little act
Yeah.
of chaos to just pull both those plugs and
Just
and
the
make,
whole thing unraveling.
yeah, nothing. Not a single
consequences of
thing
deceit.
mattered. Yep.
Yeah.
The illusion faded away, and there was nothing else.
That's the moral of the story. Don't lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that.
If you lie, you die.
Yes.
I'll come to your house. If I catch you lying, I'm going to get you.
Yep.
I
It's like
won't.
Elf on the Shelf.
Yeah. I never want to fight.
Mace
so
in your place.
Yeah.
You don't
I've
want-
never want to fight, so I'll get you, but you're probably going to beat me off.
Yeah. That's Smokin Aces.
Yeah, that's Smokin Aces.
So we're going to do our Gone in 60 Seconds quiz game. So I'm going to give you the name of a character, and you give me the first kill that was shown in the movie.
Okay.
Okay? Agents Carruthers and Messner.
First kill that they got was Acosta.
Nope, they didn't kill anybody. Trick question.
Right, Acosta isn't dead.
I got you.
Yeah.
That was a dirty one. The bounty hunters, Dupree, Deeks, and Elmore.
They didn't kill anybody either. No, wait, no. Hollis killed Chris Pine.
Yep. Darwin Tremor.
Darwin.
Ivy, Common.
He killed Lester.
Yep.
No, wait, actually, he killed this unknown during the montage scene of...
He and Beanie shoot a guy in a convertible in Vegas.
Yeah, and then they drive off.
That was I tried to get you with a trick one. You already said this one. Georgia Sykes.
Yeah, Sykes. Sykes herself didn't kill anybody, but she commanded Waters to kill all those FBI agents.
Waters, nameless FBI agent, was her first kill.
Yeah.
Acosta.
Do we count the people in the montage?
We don't see any of them die.
Oh, okay. So it's just that one security guard,
Bill. Yep.
Bill.
The Tremors.
Do we also count the montage? Okay, it's the dinner party.
Yep. The guy in the street.
Yeah,
Their
Ace of
target.
Spades.
Last one. Soot.
The when he was in blackface.
Yep. Flashback is the wheelchair guy. Nameless target. Good job.
I did it. What do I get?
This clapper.
Oh, nice.
Good job.
Thing that I already have. Thank you. I'll cherish it for.
Now you get to
the
bring it
rest
home
of
and
the
clean
day.
it for next week.
Yeah.
All right, another recurring segment. Recast the past. So if not another sequel, if you were to reboot Smokin Aces today, who's a character that you would put in, or who's an actor that you would put in and for which character? While you think, I will give mine Cillian Murphy as Laszlo Soot. Keeping it Irish.
Yeah.
I think he would do the menacing quiet thing really well.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's hard on the spot.
Yeah, well, that and
It's fine 'cause
also
I can edit
like,
this,
A
so
lot
take
of a lot of these people are still working, and like I feel like they would do pretty good. I think I would recast all the Tremors brothers, but like just all of them switched.
No, okay.
Yeah.
Give them the different props.
Yeah.
The same guys.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a good answer. One segment that Ugo and I have thought of and haven't done yet is called Pitch Perfect, where you pitch a sequel, but we can't do that because there is a sequel and it's terrible.
We could pitch another sequel.
Yeah. I think you did with the ghost of Beanie haunting
Beanie,
Laszlo.
yeah.
I think that's the reboot we should make. Okay.
Just following Laszlo. I think here's my pitch for a prequel.
Oh, prequel. Okay.
Yeah, I want to know more about like Sykes and Waters.
That would be cool.
I want
The
to see their
Chinaman
first,
job?
Yeah, the that's not the proper term.
that's what they call it.
But I want to see them. Like, I want to see like how they got into such a position where like, okay, I guess like we're professional killers now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How they came up together.
Yeah. I don't know. I could see it. They're two girls trying to make it big in the big city, and they kind of discover that like after some like I don't know botched like self-defense scenario, they discover that like we're pretty good at killing people.
Yeah. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Especially with the two of them still in it, like Alicia Keys and Taraji P. Henson.
Yeah, and then
That'd
like
be-
some
I would totally
lesbian
watch that
tension
movie.
going on. Yeah.
That would be super sick.
Yeah.
Maybe we see who that guy Keith is, who's messing around with that light skinned girl.
Yeah.
Get some backstory on that. All right, another recurring segment on the Black and White Cinema Podcast, Boppenheimer. Which movie would you double feature Smokin' Aces with? My answer is Shoot 'em Up. Just get all the violence in one sitting.
Yeah. Maybe I'd go with like Replacement Killers.
That's a good one. Oh,
Yeah.
I love that movie. Do we have that up somewhere?
I know you have it in
that
the
DVD
box.
in the box
Yeah.
somewhere. That's a really good answer. Those would be really good together. Similar, gritty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gritty assassins.
Yeah. All right. Final recurring segment, the Oogskers. So we're going to give out best awards to some of the folks in this. So the first one I'll ask you is best actor.
That would either have to be between Chris Pine or Ryan Reynolds.
Okay.
Actually, I'd give it to Ryan Reynolds.
Chris Pine was my answer.
Yeah.
I think that accent is so good, and he's not recognizable as himself at all.
Real chameleon.
Best character.
I really like Waters. I
She
really
is
like.
badass.
I like how belligerent she is.
Yeah, I put Laszlo Soot, but this one was hard for me because there's a lot of good characters. I love the quiet, menacing master of disguise thing.
When a lot of people talk about like, oh, who's a good actor or whatever, they usually go about like who cries or who yells
Right.
the loudest. But I think like subtlety and quiet menace is a very underrated, or even not just like quiet menace, just being quiet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Being able to act without speaking. That's like an underrated.
Yeah, like I said, that scene where he's listening to Hugo,
Yeah.
like you don't even see his face.
Yeah.
It's his back. And yeah, like you get what's going on.
Yeah.
Like that also speaks to the directing. I just think like Tommy Flanagan as Laszlo Soot is just such a cool character. Okay, final Oogsker to give away. Best death.
Probably have to go with one of the Tremor brothers.
The chainsaw.
Yeah, the chainsaw.
Jeeves Tremor with the chainsaw was what I listed as well.
Imagine naming your son Jeeves, although that's why they're Tremor
Jeeves,
brothers.
Darwin, and Lester.
Yeah. Lester I could think of. Darwin I think is kind of ironic considering that like the whole like evolution and stuff like that only to end up being like some inbred neo-Nazi.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right. Any final takeaways, lessons, historical impact, personal impact, anything we didn't talk about?
I think we need more movies about hot female assassins.
Agreed.
Yeah. And they gotta kick ass.
I would endorse this take.
Yes. Girls with guns, that's an entire genre, mostly out of Hong Kong, but I think like in America we could use a little more.
Yep.
Salt. With Angelina Jolie. And although like there's like a kind of subgenre of that genre, but it's just like La Femme Nikita likes, mainly because La Femme Nikita, and there's the American remake with Points of No Return, and then there's the other remake, Anna.
Oh yeah.
With I forgot what her name was, but that was a pretty enjoyable movie.
Would we count The Fifth Element? Lulu Dallas is kind of badass assassin chick with guns.
I guess, yeah.
It's very sci-fi.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I feel like that fits.
That's not Mila Jovovich. Every time I imagine like who that actress is, I think was that Mila Jovovich?
I think so.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, it was? I mostly know her for the Resident Evil movies.
Yeah, Mila Jovovich.
Okay.
Yep.
Fascinating woman. I like how like she's married to Paul W. Anderson.
Oh, really?
Yeah, who directs the Resident Evil movies, and so like he made his wife basically the coolest main character.
That's pretty badass.
Yeah, it's pretty badass, but kind of also annoying because like the actual main characters from the games take like a back seat in order to like glaze Mila Jovovich's character Alice.
That's true.
Like,
yep.
she gets all the like cool action scenes. She gets all the like drama and all of that. Meanwhile, like all the actual characters from the games have to be like, "Wow, Alice, you're so cool." Yeah. I wish I could
That's
be
true.
like you.
Yeah.
I tell my kids that they should grow up to be like you.
Yeah.
You know, that's what happens when when the director is your husband.
It's a damn shame.
I mean, like, you know, if I had a cool badass wife, I'd put her in movies and like make her be like the coolest person ever.
Yeah. I don't fault it one bit.
Yeah.
But I see what you're saying about the end product
Yeah.
being a bit diluted. What was not diluted was this episode. Thank you all for joining us. This has been the Black and White Cinema Podcast from the Creative Block in Seattle. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with a friend. Word of mouth helps a ton. Leave us movie suggestions in the comments. Let us know what you thought of Smokin Aces, what you thought of our takes, what you thought of Alicia Keys in that outfit. And please like, subscribe, comment, follow, all the engagement things. You can find us anywhere at allmylinks.com/kev-n-oogie. I'm Kev, and thank you to Mace.
I'm not Ugie.
He's not Ugie, but he is a wonderful co-host. Thank you very much, Maseo.
Glad to be here.
Thank you to the actual friends of the podcast. Mark, Mace, Marky Boy Productions, Creative Block. Check my boys out. This is a great space. Be creative here. Thank you, Megan and Alec, for our logos. Thank you to our Patreon members, Lisa, Eric, Webb, Philip, and Brian. And thank all of you for joining us today, and we will see you next time. Revolution. Take care.